Hi students, I am going to walk you through the process of completing this story analysis. So you'll get this either printed or downloaded into Notability or a program that you can type into or write on. And the first thing, of course, you want to do is put the name of the story at the top that you are analyzing. Then make sure that you can identify the setting. Don't forget that the setting is where and when. Where is the place, but when is also important. It could be anything from day or night or a season or maybe a specific date or a time period. But when also has a big impact on the story. So make sure when you are identifying the setting that you identify the where as well as the when. Then you got to think about who the characters are. Who are the major characters, the important characters in the story? But then think about who the minor characters are. Minor characters are in stories for a reason. Authors put them there because they help reveal something about maybe one of the major characters, or they have a conversation with a major character that can reveal some information to you about the major character's thinking. So when you identify the characters, identify the major and minor ones, and then describe them a little bit. Don't just say their names, but tell us a little bit about who they are. What is their role in the story? What are their personalities like? The third part of a story analysis is the point of view. That helps us understand a little bit about how the author wants us to view the story. Is it first person, written from one character's point of view? Is it second person, where you are the main character in the story? Is it third person limited, where there's a narrator, but we're only getting a limited view of one character? Or is it third person omniscient, where there's a narrator who knows everything about everyone, all of their thoughts, all of their feelings, all of their actions? Then the plot is our story mountain. So you've got to think about the plot of the story and how the story fits on this pattern, on this mountain. The beginning of the story always has background information. That's where you're introduced to the characters, the setting, possibly the conflict that's getting ready to be developed. The rising action is when your conflict is being developed, the events along the way that build up that conflict. The climax is the most intense part of the story, the high point of the story. And then after the climax, everything kind of begins to wrap up. The conflict begins to be solved. Things begin to finish. And the resolution is the ending of the story. How does the story end? And the last part, once you've identified all of those other things and you've plotted out the story, you should see a theme emerge. A theme is the message of the story. It's a life lesson that the author wants us to know about the story or wants us to understand about life. It's not the same as a main idea. The main idea is, what is the story about? The theme, though, is a message that helps us understand something about life that we can apply to our lives that you can also see played out in the story. So that is how you would complete a story analysis. Good luck, and let me know if there's anything I can do to help you.